my dog had his cameo, and he was cut from the film.
Okay, I was just about to say, wait, your dog's in the film. Has he been told that he was cut?
I haven't broken it to him yet. Have you?
No.
No.
I was going to tell him on his birthday.
We just finished a movie. We were working on the film up until the very last minute. The print arrived a few days before the premiere, and it was the first time I got to actually see it properly, the print. It felt incredibly fast to just be done and then show it and sit at an audience in a room full of people and watch it together and have this communal experience with this thing that we've been working on in our little bubble for, a couple of years. Yeah. So that's, it's incredible.
You don't ever expect any kind of reception. In fact, for me, I always assume everybody's going to hate everything until they don't. And it's helped me in life.
Yeah, it does. It's a
I don't
coping mechanism.
get disappointed very often because of it, but it's just everything you would want. If you can have an ideal world, with the ideal reception, it would be what we got.
Did you all do particular warm-ups, or what did you do to start the day before you got into it? On the days when you're doing the movement and the noises and all of that, how do you get into it?
We did a lot of group exercise. It's a bit like theater camp, this movie, because we have so much physical work and voice work to do. So you guys would start your day warming up with the dancers on the days.
The dancers really know how to stretch.
They really do, yeah.
And so we learned a lot.
But we do a lot of, and we do a lot of throughout the day, the whole crew, we will do a lot of heart opening meditations and
Just good stretches
and everyone kind of gets in on it. It's really physical for the crew as well. We have a lot of really long sequence handheld takes, and so I think everyone sort of joined in a lot in that warming up and getting into it.
I will say that there was in the beginning, when we were in the studio, we did that kind of exorcism of sorts. Which was a long process of us kind of and I think that you kind of, Mona, end up in the movie with that scene with Stacy and Scott. There's this scene where Anne first witnesses kind of this form of practice where you kind of almost put the audience through the same experience that you put us through, which was kind of exercising all of the kind of your social instincts to maybe laugh at first or to judge, and then you sort of give in and surrender, and then you sort of kind of fall into this bizarre hypnosis. And that was a really kind of integral part of the process.
It's choreographed to a point, and then there's just, you have to let go. And that was part of the ecstasy of what these people did in ecstatic dancing. And you have to let go. And that room was separated by people who held on a little bit, whether it was ego or fear or whatever it was, between them and the people who were just completely giving themselves over to the film, to whatever would come, to the vulnerability, and that is you. It was a beautiful thing to witness, because I didn't know Louis very well. And you just gave into this exercise, and I was like, oh, he's like a bona fide, true artist.
I mean,
and you also, obviously you're a very good actor, but it goes way deeper than that. And this movie, it challenges you.
Truly, yeah. I was just following you guys' lead.
Shut up.
There's nowhere to really hide in this movie, because any given scene, you're either worried about your dancing, your singing, your Mancunian accent, that there's no real evidence to how it actually sounded at the time, so we're all kind of collectively agreeing to this one thing. And so I think that there's where are you gonna hide? You have to just dive head first.
Mm-hmm. And trust.
And trust.
Total
yeah.
trust.
Total trust. Yeah.
Trust.
Mother Mona.
Well, yeah, and each other.
Yeah.
That you have each other's back.
Oh my God, we've been through some things.
Oh my God.
Oh, it pains me. And it also breeds just a hilarity at times.
What, for example, are you thinking of right now?
Name it.
When I'm speaking in tongues.
Oh,
And everybody behind me.
Well, you spoke
A little
Latin.
bit, yeah, but then
you did the whole Latin.
How do you say it?
The diegetic audio.
Diegetic audio comes in, and then I can speak and say anything I want, and I was starting to like fuck with people because it was so like loud, like it was really. And so you guys were trying not to laugh, and people were throwing shit at me, and it was. And I'm watching it back. I just had it was just wonderful because I remember it just being so fun, so fun. Like it breeds such unpredictability and freedom, and it's just, and we can all. You know, obviously it was hard to not laugh sometimes together, but it was really, I felt like we could indulge in that in a way that we can't usually.
And Lee didn't write anything down herself. She was illiterate, and the story is based on testimonies from her followers and witnesses to her life. There's very little record of working class people, especially from that time period. So. But we dug deep and we found something that made a lot of sense to us and then based it on that.
The other one, what is especially when you're traveling for work or for a production, like what's a creature comfort that you need to bring with you?
Heating pad.
Heating pad?
Electric heating pad. I sleep with my kids. Guilty. And so there's nothing warm in my bed, so I have to put it there.
Maybe like an eye mask that covers my ears as well, so then just like kind of a full sensory death replication.
Yeah, he likes to feel like he might be dead. That's his best
Kind of like a
sleep.
relaxing dying feeling.
Actually, I know we have no time, but Mona and I moved in together at the end of the shoot because our families had left. And we had 2 weeks, and she made this place. She would like be up, music would be playing out of the speaker. She had French press coffee made and candles going, and she was just making her director's notes for the day. And I'd be like, oh my God, this is life. So I did one thing for her. I did her laundry, and she was like, it's everything. And I was like,
It made me
you
cry.
create that cozy, what's that word? It starts with an
Hygge.
H. Yeah, hygge. You create that like naturally, and to live with her, I didn't want to go home. So thank you.
That's beautiful.
No, you too. No, I looked at my little like balled up socks and things in my closet. Amanda done my laundry.
The least I could do for you, Mona. Like in this business, we're missing the commentary, the director's commentary. Because this should be taught, I believe, what Mona does should be taught in film schools and in film seminars, because like if you just gently spoke throughout the movie, it would give so much context that people don't necessarily need, but that they really, really want.
Yeah.
And I have so many questions about why did you choose this? Why did you, it's a feat what you did, and I think it's like the commentary needs to come back. We need to get DVD players again.
That's why we're here. We are selling some great
You're here to
DVDs.
announce
We have a great
new DVD player company.